What's up, Nail Geeks? I am back with Glam Polish's A Galaxy Far, Far Away collection. I'm going to be sprinkling in new releases along with very recent releases as well. I'm a little bit behind from a few weeks ago just because of some health issues I've been having, but rest assured I'm catching up this week, so prepare for lots and lots more videos. So let's dive right into the swatches. First up is Leia. This is a shifting chameleon glitter with Aurora shimmer and ultra hollow glitter in a clear base. So despite the inspiration for this polish, I do have to say it is one of my favorites in this set, and that's because I think it's versatile as a topper, but I really, really appreciate how it looks when you wear it by itself. So it's got a squishy formula to it. Again, I could definitely see this being used as a topper, but it's so delicate and just pretty and perfect when you wear it alone. So of course you're going to see some visible nail line with it if you decide to wear it by itself. If that bugs you, I would suggest a color correcting base coat, but otherwise it's very shimmery and very sparkly. And next is Obi-Wan. This is a hollow base with gold flakies and a rainbow of multichrome flakes. So this one is just jam-packed full of these wonderful rainbow-looking multichrome flakies. I'm seeing pretty much every color under the sun in terms of jewel tones with the way that they shift, and it builds very quickly to opacity. I'm going to suggest between 2 and 3 coats, depending on how you polish. I personally had no issues getting it to build up very quickly for me at 2 coats, and you can see here on the second coat, it almost has what I consider to be a almost like carnival sort of look to it. It's very, very pretty. And again, it's rainbow, but in like a jewel toned sort of feel. There's no texture to this one, but you're still going to want to finish with a glossy top coat. And next is Galaxy's Edge. This is a dark purple jelly with shifting iridescent flakes and hollow glitter mix. So this one is a true jelly formula, but it's quite rich and the glitters are on the heavier side to it. So I'm going to suggest going in for lighter coats on this one, as it does have a very rich and juicy sort of formula to it, and you don't want to overbuild it. So go in between 2 and 3 coats, depending on how thin you're going to go in. As you can see on the second coat here, it plumped up very, very quickly. So this one's definitely going to depend on how you polish. So this one has just a touch of thirstiness to it. So I'm going to suggest a glitter smoothing top coat underneath your glossy top coat. It's not overly textured per se, but I can definitely see this one kind of soaking in your top coat throughout the day. And next is Death Star. This is a dark gray to purple Crelly with Aurora shimmer and ultra hollow glitter. So this has more of a true Crelly sort of formula, though I do think that it leans just a touch more as a cream. It's very smooth on those brush strokes and easy to build up. So this is another one that I'm going to suggest between 2 and 3 coats. I went in like I normally do, at least in my opinion, and I had no issues getting it opaque at the second coat. So again, definitely going to depend on if you polish thin or if you go in normally, all that good stuff. The shimmer in this one is what I would consider on the somewhat medium to almost subtle sort of appearance. I think that dusky sort of base definitely takes everything else over. It does dry down flat, so you are seeing a glossy top coat on my full hand shot. And next is The Last Jedi. This is a crimson Crelly with iridescent blue shimmer and ultra hollow glitter. So again, we have a very jelly formula. This one has a strong squish factor with it, so I'm going to suggest going in light on this one too and allowing it to slowly build up. On my monitors, I'm keeping my fingers crossed. This does look color accurate on my screen. Just in case, I'm really going to point out this is a very vibrant, hot sort of crimson. Very, very vibrant, very much on the warm side. The shimmer is quite obvious against that base color as well, and you'll get this lovely blue glow in person. I think the full hand shot's giving you a good idea of that. And again, this one also dries down flat. And next is Solo. This is a white Crelly with black glitter mix and Aurora shimmer. So this has a lovely reddish cast to it when you're in shaded lighting, but I do want to know on the video and on my swatches, it's coming off quite subtle. In my opinion, in indoor and just everyday lighting, I think the shimmer is a touch on the subtle side. So I do want to note that if you're in the shaded areas or things like that, you'll definitely see it. Now this has a very, very, very squishy, crelly formula to it. So I'm gonna really suggest going in very thin on your coats to prevent over buildup and to slowly have those flakes build up on your nails. So they are quite big and they are of the chunkier variety, for lack of better words. So you're going to want to be very careful with them. I didn't really have any issues in terms of them poking up. On my other fingers, if I did have one kind of lay a little weird on my nail, it was no issue just taking the brush and kind of poking it back down. Now this is another thirsty one in the collection, and you're going to definitely want to finish off with a glitter smoothing top coat of some type along with a glossy top coat just to get everything even. Now I do agree with the official description. The base to this is what I would consider a true stark white. And next is Galactic Republic. This is a hollow base with shifting multi-chrome flakes, fuchsia flakes, and ultra hollow glitter. So this is probably, I would have to say, my second pick in this set. I definitely appreciated Leia, which was that first one, and this one would have to be right behind it. This is quite sparkly in person. It's got a wonderful holographic formula, so it's got a bit of a metallic feel on your brush strokes, and this is very easy to build up. For the most part, I think 2 coats is perfect. Of course, if you polish very thin, you might need to go in for 3 coats, but as you can see on my second coat here, it just builds very wonderfully. The flakes behave in a very metallic manner, so they lay nice and flat. No issues with this one. It doesn't necessarily dry down textured, but again, you're going to want to finish with a glossy top coat as it does dry down quite flat. And next is the Force Awakens. This is described as an indigo jelly with shifting chameleon glitter and aurora shimmer. So again, we have a lovely jelly sort of formula. This is another one that's quite juicy jelly when you finish off with a glossy top coat. It is very interesting. I think a couple months ago, I reviewed a Glam polish that I mentioned it was just worth it to have a video swatch of it because blurples and just that general family, very similar to the Force Awakens. In the bottle, it looks super purple, but when I was swatching it, I'm definitely seeing a strong blurple lean to it. So I think this one's definitely going to play up against your lighting in how that undertone's going to look. So I do agree it's absolutely indigo, but I really have to say I'm seeing blurple. So I can definitely see this one just kind of being a little bit of a chameleon depending on the lighting situation. Now the shimmer is what I would consider medium to soft type of strong. It gives you this lovely reddish sort of cast, and the glitters are very complementing in that they twinkle between that nice green and red too. And next is Rogue Squadron. This is a black to red multi-chrome base with shifting iridescent flakes and hollow glitter mix. So we are seeing that beautiful black to red multi-chrome pigment. I'm digging the glitters in this one, just giving it a different spin. They are of the heavier variety. So this is another one that you're going to want to finish off with a glossy top coat and a glitter smoothing top coat. This builds very quickly, and depending on how you polish, you're going to need 2 to 3 coats. So I went in quite thin on that first one just to kind of use as a foundation. On thicker glitter type polishes like this, I find that letting your first coat dry down for maybe 2 to 3 minutes allows your second coat to just really adhere to it very well. So again, if you polish super thin, I could maybe seeing you needing to go up to a 3rd coat, but definitely going to depend on your preference. And last but not least, we have Skywalker. This is a teal curly with aurora shimmer and ultra hollow glitter. So you guys guessed it, this is going to be my 3rd favorite in the set. Very smooth, curly-like formula. This one's that really lovely, smooth feeling of a cream, but also builds up in intensity of the base color depending on how you wear it. So overall, I think 2 to 3 coats is going to be perfect on this one, though I stopped at 2 coats as I thought it was perfect. Gave me really good coverage with it, and it had excellent shimmer payoff too. This one also dries down flat, so once again, you're seeing a glossy top coat on the full hand shot. Really lovely, squishy sort of factor though when you go in and just gloss it up. Now, the Galaxy Far, Far Away collection is currently released. I will link you guys below to Glam Polish's shop. If you haven't checked these out yet, there's these and many, many more. Lots and lots of pretties to check out there. I'll also link you guys to the Facebook group if you want to see additional swatches. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.